you're so right. We have to have more elaboration, more explanation than the basic yes ma'am allows. So you'll see here, after we put in the evidence, then I want me and my thinking to elaborate a little bit. And after this piece of evidence, then I want you to elaborate a little more. And so I've put on this 2-page document that I've attached to the email, whether they quote the evidence, whether they paraphrase the evidence, once they've cited the evidence, then they want to follow each of those with either a restatement or a scenario or an explanation of significance, or again, so what's your point? How does this fit? And so a lot of people have been kind of adding this piece, and especially with the Ohio Air Assessment, where there is this big emphasis on you need to have more explanation and elaboration than you do evidence. It can't just stand alone. So you see how I use these colors, and we have the orange for anything that's me and my thinking, whether that's the M's for the inference or the explanation at the end, or that's the elaboration after each piece of evidence. If we highlighted in orange every one of our responses, all of that content, and then highlighted evidence, according to source 2, it states, all of those in green, or if we're typing, we have orange font sentences and green font sentences, then the idea is there should be more orange than green in the end, right? That's exactly what you were saying. And so me and my thinking, there's my answer, my inference, then I drop in my evidence, but then I explain how it fits, right? Evidence with elaboration. And then the second piece of evidence with elaboration. And if you need 3 pieces of evidence, follow it with elaboration, and then kind of that concluding statement for all of those pieces.